Sleep either? Said a voice, and in surprise I looked over to see Elizabeth. I shook my head. Every morning I wake so early, she said, and there's always just a second when... Me too, I said. She gave a quick nod. In the severe lines of her black dress she appeared thinner and paler, but no less beautiful. As a small child she'd come to live with us, an orphaned and very distant relation. Quickly she'd become part of our family, and a cherished friend to my brother and me. But this past summer my thoughts for her had often been more than friendly. I forced myself to look away. Her heart had always belonged to Konrad. So it's done, she said, staring at the smoldering remains of the dark library. I saw you all last night. Did it make you feel better? Briefly. No, not even that. It was something to do. You didn't feel like burning some books? She sighed. I couldn't. I felt too heartsick just thinking of all the hope we'd put into them. It seemed an age, but was scarcely 3 months ago that Konrad, Elizabeth, and I had discovered the secret passage to the dark library. It was a hidden storehouse of arcane volumes collected by our ancestor, Victor Frankenstein. Father had forbidden us from returning and said the books were filled with dangerous nonsense. But when Konrad became desperately ill and no doctor could heal him, I'd taken it upon myself to find a cure. One of the texts in the library held the recipe for the legendary elixir of life. With our dearest friend, Henry Clerval, and under the guidance of an alchemist called Julius Polidori, we'd sought out the elixir's 3 ingredients, each more dangerous to obtain than the previous. I glanced at my right hand, my 2 missing fingers. But even after all we'd risked, it hadn't helped. Staring over the pathetic remains of the bonfire, for the first time I felt a pang of regret. So many yearning theories and recipes. I can't help thinking, I murmured, that perhaps if I'd been faster, or smarter, or found some other, wiser tome... Victor, she said gently. And then other times I wonder... I couldn't finish my sentence. For a moment she was silent. Then she stepped closer and took my hands. Her skin was soft and cool. You didn't kill him. Look at me. We don't know what killed Konrad. Whether it was the elixir we gave him, or just his disease, or something else entirely, you're not responsible. There's no color or taste to things, I said. No hope of things ever being what they were. With determination, she inhaled. He's dead, and no amount of wishful thinking will bring him back. It's a struggle, but I've resigned myself to that, and you must too. You think his soul is elsewhere, though, I said, knowing that she often traveled to the church to light her candles and pray. I've no such consolation. She stepped closer and hugged me. Gratefully, my arms encircled her. I could feel her heart beating against my ribs. Nothing will be the same again, you're right, she said. We are in the depths of grief, but we're also built for happiness. That I truly believe. We'll find it again. We must help each other find it. She lifted her head to look at me. The sun had just cleared the mountain peaks, and in its pure light I saw the 3 whisker-thin scratches that Polidori's diabolical lynx had left across her cheek. The urge to kiss her dizzied me, and for the briefest moment I wondered if she might want to be kissed. I looked at the ground. My voice was hoarse when I asked, And how will you find it, do you think, this happiness? When things are more settled here, she said. Maybe when spring comes. I plan to join a convent. In utter disbelief, my eyes snapped back to hers. A convent? Yes. It had been so long since I'd laughed that the sound that burst out of me probably sounded like the cawing of a deranged crow, but I was quite unable to stop. Elizabeth released me as I staggered back and crossed her arms.